Oh, you know what I'm really looking forward to? That new Barbie movie. I saw the trailer for it. I can't believe Ryan Gosling was gonna say no to being Ken from Barbie. Because I feel like looking at the trailer, I'm so sorry for like, okay, not gonna lie, I feel like the rest, okay, everyone's like, oh my god, I'm so hyped for this new Barbie movie and everything. And then honestly, I looked at the trailer and it seemed like the best thing about this entire movie was literally just Ken. It's literally Ryan Gosling. Like everything else, I wasn't like super like yeah. It was literally it seems like the best thing in this entire movie was just Ryan Gosling. And so I'm just looking forward to seeing what Ken is gonna be like. So yeah, woo! Can't wait. Honestly, I'm gonna watch it just for Ryan Gosling and like for him in this role as Ken. I saw Will Ferrell's in the movie. I was so surprised. Will Ferrell has not been in a good movie in a long fucking time. Not gonna lie. But I'm saying like Will Ferrell as in like actually like, you know, in a movie where he has more screen time. I haven't watched a good Will Ferrell movie in a fucking long. I think it's just because like comedy has changed too. Like what was considered funny back then is not funny now in terms of like what the main audience likes and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of comedians back in the day who were like, you know, one of the biggest comedians back then won't be funny now type of thing. And yeah, it's just times change, humor changes. I won't be surprised if 10 years now people are like, you watched Selen Tatsuki? He was never even funny. I mean, people would say now I'm not even funny, but still I would say people now would say I'm not funny, but like 10 years from now, more people would have been like, she was never funny. Oh yeah, they'll be like, Selen Tatsuki, that cringe VTuber? You watched VTubers? Oh my god. But yeah, like I said, like humor change. I'm trying to think of like more like old comedians that are still funny today. I'm trying to think. A lot of them just go into drama, honestly. Like, what's his name? One of my favorite. Adam Scott. Adam Scott was a funny... Adam Scott's fucking hilarious, but he's now playing more serious roles. What was it? Was it Severance or whatever? Adam Scott is now doing like drama stuff. He's doing Severance and stuff like that. Like a lot of like comedians back then are doing a lot of like more serious stuff. I'm trying to remember. Okay, Ricky Gervais does so many drama still. You have to admit, Ricky Gervais, he does a lot of like, I also don't see him anywhere anymore, but he also does a lot of drama stuff. Jim Carrey's fucking retired. Also, like, he's depressed as fucking hell. Like, I don't think he's not coming. He literally said Sonic was gonna be his last movie. I mean, they're all depressed, but like, he has gone through a lot. Yeah, and he said he just wants to draw. He just wants to paint, and you know, he's retired now. He said he's tired of acting, which is, acting seems like, I feel like the only, you know, Nicolas Cage. I am so sad that the Nicolas Cage movie where he's a vampire was so fucking bad. I am so sad because the trailers looked really, like the trailers looked pretty funny. But I'm gonna say, okay, what's her name? Awkwafina. I hate that Awkwafina has been typecasted now, and like, she is the same character in every fucking movie, and it is herself. Like, at first it was great. Like, it was, you know, you don't see these types of characters, but now because she's like popular and famous, they literally gave her the same fucking role every movie. And I loved her in that, oh, what was that one movie? Because she actually played something different, and she actually has acting range. And I'm trying to remember, what was that one movie where she won like a lot of awards for, and I actually watched it in theaters because it was so good. The Farewell. I loved her in The Farewell. I actually watched that movie with my parents in a movie theater. It was so good. She can actually act different roles, and I loved her in that movie. And it's good. It's real. I would highly recommend, especially if you're like coming from like an Asian family. If you're like, you're not born in Asia, but you have an Asian family, it is such a good movie. The Farewell was so well done, and I was so sad to see her typecasted like in all these movies. And like, she was fucking terrible in Renfield. I haven't stopped watching a middle of a movie in so long. Like, I would watch it to the end because I was like, whatever. Renfield, the newest Nicolas Cage movie about like he's a vampire, and then it's the life of a familiar who's like the servant slave of the vampire. Nicolas Cage is the head vampire, and then they're saying it's an abusive relationship between them. And then Awkwafina plays this cop that's trying to figure out who's the fuck is killing everybody, and like there's a fucking crime boss or whatever in this movie too. And oh my god, the writing is shit. Okay, I'll say the writing is also fucking terrible too. If the old movie was just about the familiar and the vampire, I think it would have been a lot better. But then like I had no idea why they added so many other factors there that made it so I stopped in the middle. I couldn't. It was so fucking bad. Like, and I paid for it to watch it because I was so curious, because I saw the trailers looked really good. So when I bought it, I was like, oh my god, it was just terrible. I don't waste your money on Renfield. It really does go into the whole thing where if you see a trailer for it on YouTube and Twitch for any movie, 80% of the time it's a terrible movie or a terrible show because they just want somebody to watch it.